Hello, YouTube. So previously, a couple of weeks ago, I finished up some reviews of white rums from Jamaica, and I figured it would be fun to do a run of white rums in the Agricole style from Martinique. Um, so I'll probably do three of these, and we'll start off with Duquesne here, which is the cheapest rum Agricole you can get in at least the Chicago area and probably in the United States more generally. So what I thought I'd do is give you some initial tasting notes, add water, tell you a little bit more about rum agricoles in general, um, see how it's doing with water, and then give it a final score for you. Okay, so on the nose. Okay, so this is a very unsexy nose. It's actually smoky, but don't think peat smoke or even like wood smoke. This is more like plastic smoke, like you set some Legos on fire or something. There's a mixture of like grapefruit and Hunt's ketchup. Not Heinz, Hunt's. Certain like freshly cut grass thing that's common in rum agricole. A little bit of olive juice. There's some cane in there too, like just pure cane juice, but it's in the background. It's sort of behind the more savory elements. Like a banana, but like a not even rotting banana. It's like banana compost. All this sounds unpleasant. There's even a little to top it off. Actually, there's something herbal in there. It's not mint. What? It's like thyme or something, but like minty thyme. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, and also a little bit of baby poop, like not uh, like toddler poop. We're talking like newborn poop when they're still on still on milk. Uh, so none of this is to say it's unpleasant. I'm actually enjoying the unsexiness quite a bit, but you have to know what you're getting into with this. Uh, so on the palate, mm, yeah, like hot plastic again. Ooh. Uh, we'll get to the finish in a second. Yeah, this tastes like I know this is weird. This tastes like the inside of like a '90s Saturn. The cars, not the planet. Just like sort of gross early '90s GM interior. That's kind of the initial, but like on a hot summer day in the South or something. Cane too. Mm, yeah, touch of cane juice. It's a little bit sweet, but not too much. Um, there's peppermint in this. Sort of herbal pepperminty note. Um, Lime, more lime peel than pulp or juice, and definitely a brininess that olive thing, the olive juice thing coming back. Tar, old tar, not fresh tar. Um, hmm, More sort of that freshly cut grass, but it's on a hot day and it's rotting a little bit. I don't know. Does the grass even rot? I guess it has to, right? Um, um, Plantain, like plantain peel, maybe. And if you just like started chewing on the peel, um, And then there's that finish, which is bitter, kind of chalky actually, and a little more annoyingly, it's a little bit cut off. It kind of has it kind of turns into a ghost on me halfway through my mouth. It's sort of, you know, it's fine in the delivery up here, and then back here it's all Patrick Swayze on me. It sort of disappears. Um, um, but it's lovely on that sort of first half. This is again not sexy, but a very good representative of the style, I would say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 squirts of water to this, bring it down to a more appropriate drinking strength, and talk a little bit about Rhum Agricole. So this is a style of rum that's sort of native to the French Caribbean. What roughly there's rougher and broad and narrower definitions, but basically what you're getting in Rhum Agricole is going to be spirit distilled entirely from cane juice, so not molasses. No sugar has been pulled out of this beforehand. It's just pure cane juice distilled in a column still. But don't think about like big, tall industrial stills. That these are the squat, crazy spidery looking ones that are much more modest and bring out something at a much lower percentage of alcohol than the industrial ones, which means these have a hell of a lot of character. Now they're found all throughout the French Caribbean, and also in some weird places like Mexico has rums basically in this style, but they don't get called Rhum Agricoles because it's just in the French tradition. However, the only place that has an AOC for them, which is both a legal protection and sort of standard requirements, is Martinique, that particular island. And most of the Rhum Agricole you get in the U.S. is actually from Martinique, as is this one. Duquesne is apparently named after some admiral. I really don't care. But it is currently made in the Mauny, I think it's Mauny Distillery, which is the biggest distillery on Martinique. Huge. They also make La Favorite and their own brand, a couple of others. And I don't know what else to say about them. This is, I believe it's made for a separate company though. I don't think the distillery actually owns the brand, but I may be wrong on this. Anyhow, so this is the cheapest thing you can get in the U.S. under the Martinique Rhum Agricole AOC. That's really all I can think about. You can say about it. You can get an aged version if you like. I don't think it's actually that much better, but I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, give it a whirl. Okay, so I give it some time to rest and a little bit of water. Okay, so it gets a hair bit more peppery, and even like the chalk on the finish kind of comes out in the nose a little bit. More olivey too, and like some dried grass, and even like some like dried wildflowers coming out on the nose, along with the sort of wet grass I was getting. It doesn't really get any sweeter though. It just kind of those sort of floral elements come out a little bit more. So let's check the palate. That actually gets much sweeter. Okay. White pepper too, much more white pepper. But also some lychee fruit coming in. If you ever had like a lychee fruit, it's like this. Imagine like a red grape and a pear like having a beautiful child together. That's kind of lychee fruit. And that finish, the finish actually gets worse with water. So let me try this one more time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that sort of beautiful, fruity, grassy, um, peppery thing, along with the sort of the olives and everything else I mentioned up front. And then it's just kind of, Patrick Swayze, followed by that sort of chalky bitterness, almost a wormwood bitterness. Like um, Malort fans might get into this. This is not Malort. I'm, I'm not saying that, but there is a similarity in the sort of bitterness on the finish. It's not bad, especially for $28, and you get a liter bottle. Did I mention that? This comes in a liter, so this beats the crap out of white rums you can buy from like Puerto Rico or um, St. Croix or any of the sort of big industrial column still style white rums. This is terrific, but it's not great. So if the on a scale, which I'm going to steal from Dave Tate, who is the guy on Elite FTS, sells like gym equipment. Dave Tate likes to rank things on a scale from shit to suck to good to great, right? There's no intermediate category between those, right? That's intentional. You can't just say it's in the middle. You have to say it's suck leaning up or it's good leaning down. This is most definitely in good, but it's leaning down, if I can put it like that. I'm going to give this 84 out of 100. So I think it's slightly beaten out by Ray and Nephew and a couple of others in that same price range. But this is lovely, and I think it'd make a terrific drinking gin. It's just that finish which cramps its style a little bit. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's the fermentation. But if they got that sorted, they have a terrific rum here. Okay, that's all I have to say, and we'll talk more about rum agricole in the next video. Thanks very much, and cheers.